I thought Sears and Nelson hit timely shots. Their ability to turn us over. 19 turnovers at home is just not putting yourself in a good enough position. Transition defense, setting our half-court defense in the second half was ineffective. We just did a poor job off of free throws, off of makes, off of misses. Our urgency level wasn't the same as it was in the first 20 against the team that is as good in the first few seconds of the clock as anyone in the country, and they capitalized. A couple of free throw line blockouts haunted us, but a couple Sears threes in the right corner at the top of the key late were huge shots, and I thought he was fantastic defensively as well, as all of those guys were, particularly in the second half. But as well as we played defensively in the first half, we just weren't as sharp in the second 20, and you can't beat a good team with that type of effort defensively.
Mike, was there any common thread between this and Tennessee? How they closed out that win?
Yeah, potentially. As you're building, you got to learn how to win, right? And those two games had some similarities in that you're playing with a lead in front of an electric environment, and there's a lot of emotion in the building, and then all of a sudden they hit some. You hate saying they hit tough shots, right, because you take away something from the opposition. But Sears did step up and hit a couple like daggers, and we didn't respond well enough, especially with the empty possessions offensively that we had. It took the air out of the building a little bit. The environment in the building was obviously more of a factor in the first half because of the way that we were playing. And it can't be all about defending at a really high level when you're making jump shots. It's something that we'll continue to preach with this current team and moving forward with this program. Credit Bama for their defensive resolve through their empty offensive possessions, particularly in the first 25 minutes of the game. It continued to defended at a much higher level, in fact, playing without the lead. And we've done that, we've done that a couple times here this season, but we've got to be better with, obviously, you brought it up, playing with a lead at home.
You alluded to this, the turnovers. It was the types of them that seemed
Odd, yeah.
Yeah, like unforced, maybe getting up and getting too jacked up. I don't know. What's your takeaway on just ball handling tonight?
It was a really physical game both ways. It was probably more so than any game this year, guys hitting the floor, both teams. In the first, 7, 8, 10 minutes of the second half, that there must have been 8 times when both teams got multiple guys diving on the floor.
Was Sonny a part of that too? Didn't see him there.
No, Sonny wasn't. The decision was to bring him off the bench and try R.J. Melendez, coming off his best game. Thought R.J. played well again tonight. And just one of those decisions where we rode the guys, played 9 instead of 10. Decided on Dylan right there in the pregame. Sonny will come back and be ready to go practice tomorrow and be effective and lead. But who knows? Who knows who will play on Saturday?
For your trouble, you get the maybe the hottest team in the league in South Carolina.
I know.
Coming back in here now, and they'll obviously be motivated because of what you did in Columbus.
Remember 10, 15, 20 years ago in this league, and you get beat by a top 10 net team. The net didn't even exist then. Then you get a couple you can beat, right? Or you have a real chance at beating, and now it's like in this league, it's ridiculous. And Lamont's done an amazing job, picked near the bottom, at the bottom, whatever. I don't know. I hardly read that stuff, but no one thought they'd be as good as they were. We really felt like as a staff, and I said it to you guys pregame and postgame, I think, that we thought they were a tournament team, and we thought that was our biggest win, and it turns out that it is, obviously. They're really good. and they're going to keep winning a bunch. Again, credit those guys, credit Lamont and his staff, his team. They're connected, they're tough, they're physical, they're sound. We've got our hands full Saturday, but it's another great opportunity for us. Obviously, we have, we beat them. It was our best performance, and it's going to have to be our best performance. It's going to have to be as good or better to beat them on Saturday.
When you've got a repeat opponent like that, what are the challenges that come with that?
I think both staffs probably feel like there's advantages, the level of familiarity. If you're playing an inferior opponent, there's challenges, I think, that you've got to overcome with your guys in terms of mentality and approach. With these guys, our guys understand how good they are and how fortunate we were to go in there and steal one. And our guys watch. We've got a team full of basketball fans that enjoy watching on the tube, and they'll be watching tonight and learning, and they know how good South Carolina is. So I don't know what challenges really. Just they'll be jacked up, but they were jacked up the last game, both teams. So it'll be a good college basketball game. It's okay, you got to cut me off. I'll just keep rambling.
This was your first fair back-to-back losses since November before SEC play. What does rebounding look like for you guys over these next few days, especially coming back at home for your first time playing back-to-back home games during the season?
Yeah, we got to get healthy. We've got to hydrate. We've got to sleep. Especially 4 or 5 of these guys. We've got to get rest. It'll be more of a mental approach tomorrow, and then Friday we'll get after it a little bit, but it'll be abbreviated because here we go again. 1 o'clock tip on Saturday, and we're going to need every ounce of energy that we can get to guard those guys and to generate some offense.